Throughout the world, we typically divide populations into two categories, developing and developed. In these categories, we are attempting to fit many statistics into generalizations. Some of these statistics are obvious if you view photos from these places. Developed is often what would be referred to as first world. These countries are typically located in the middle latitudes. The climate in these regions is favorable for development. Typically 4 seasons or at least more distinct seasons occur. A developed country has a high GDP, life expectancy, literacy rate, energy consumption, infrastructure, and control of their environment. A developed country has relatively low population growth and a low reliance on agriculture as technology has advanced enough to lower its dependence. GDP stands for gross domestic product. This is a value given to the amount of stuff a country produces in a specific amount of time. A country with lots of factories, jobs, technology, and healthy infrastructure would have a high GDP. Literacy rate is how much the population of a certain age can read. A region not dependent on child labor and requiring skilled jobs would also likely have a higher literacy rate. Energy consumption, infrastructure, and control of their environment all relate. Think of a populated city. To manage the population, we build roads to move the people, electricity to power the city, and control the environment to make the space inhabitable by a large population. On the other side, there are developing countries. Developing countries are heavily agricultural. Although there are many farms, it is subsistence farming. This farming does not allow the farmers to get ahead. They are only, if lucky, able to grow enough to provide for their family. The best route out of poverty is education. Often it's a lack of access to education, but sometimes the life or family demands do not allow for opportunities to be educated in developing countries. Even in the United States, a child of poverty enters school with a vocabulary disadvantage. The overcrowded and underdeveloped urban areas lack the infrastructure to support the change and growth for the people of the areas. With all the negative factors in a developing country, life expectancy is lower. The life expectancy in the world is 71 years of age. In countries classified as developing, it drops to 64 and is in the mid-50s in many African countries. What truly separates developed and developing countries is a quality of life that allows for advancement and that development.